Greetings and welcome to today's exhilarating episode of the International Scholars Program Show. In today's episode, we trace the inspiring journey of Boaz Leleina from the remote village of Opiroi to the heart of Silicon Valley, a path shaped by resilience, dedication, and the unwavering support of the International Scholars Program. In the show, you will discover how Boaz Leleina's journey began in the pastoralist community of Opiroi, where life rooted in tradition offered little access to technology or the outside world, and how his path took a life-changing turn at Ndururumo High School, where his first encounter with a computer sparked a passion for IT, opening new doors beyond his rural upbringing. That initial fascination with IT fueled his passion and set him on a path that would ultimately lead him to Jessup University in Silicon Valley, where he is pursuing a Master of Science in Computer Science at the heart of global innovation through the International Scholars Program. Join us later in the show as we dive into the exceptional Jessup University, where your dream of earning a master's degree abroad can come to life. This is a story packed with inspiration, hope, and possibility, and you won't want to miss. With that said, let's kick off the show. Our adventure began at our main operations hub in Meru, taking us through the bustling streets of Nanyuki, Nyahururu, Rumuruti, and Mararal, with the landscape gradually shifting from lush farmlands to the rugged open plains of northern Kenya. We then ventured into twisting roads that wound through the hills, eventually leading us to Opiroi, a tranquil village tucked within Kirisa Division in Samburu West Sub-County. Life here moves at its own pace, steeped in heritage, where each day is a celebration of community and belonging. Here, surrounded by the simplicity and stillness of rural life, we met Boaz, a visionary young man whose dreams stretch from these peaceful hills to the tech capitals of the world. Boaz, together with his family, welcomed us with a smile that reflected both pride in his roots and excitement for what lies ahead. As we settled down to enjoy the simplicity of life here, it was easy to see the beauty in the little things that urban life often forgets. Boaz was here to embrace the small beginnings that shaped his early days, reminding him of the values that guided his path.
I'm glad that the team saw it fit today to come and visit me in my home. We're in a place called Opiroi. This is where I grew up for the formative years of my life. For the first 10 years of my life, this is where I was. Initially, we moved here when we were young. Initially, we used to live above a hill that's just around here. Then we now migrated because it became really dry, so we had to move to the bottom of the hill a little bit. So that's when we moved to this place. So from age 1 to up to around age 10, this is where I was for most of my life.
Despite venturing out into the world for education and experiencing the conveniences of modern living, he found comfort in reconnecting with his roots.
Yeah, so this is where I would enter and sleep. So you can see it's spacious. So you just sleep on the cow skin. It's just been softened a little bit. So this is where I used to go. At the time there were a lot of baboons and a lot of wild animals, lions, right? So you had to be very careful where you're going into. So there was a set path. There was a time I actually lost an animal in here. And I had to look for it up to almost like 11 at night. And it was dark, there were animals you could hear lions growling here.
Life in Opiroi was far from easy. Boaz grew up knowing the struggles of a pastoralist community, unpredictable seasons, limited resources, and long treks to school under the scorching sun.
Growing up in this place, it was relatively tough. Water mostly women had to go and walk for a few miles out here, a few kilometers, to go and actually just fetch 1 jerrycan of water. So they had to go very far, and then also there's a lot of drought, so people have to keep moving around from place to place. You find, you come back home, you find your family has moved. You have to keep looking for them until you figure out like where they moved to.
The challenges were many and opportunities were few, but instead of breaking him, these hardships fueled his determination to rise above the odds.
At the time, we used to walk quite a distance from where we lived in town. We used to live in a single room in town. So I used to walk there and then walk all the way to school and then back. So from there, my dad luckily moved us to a bit of a bigger house. My mom also started working with the county council at the time. So I was still at that school. Then when I got to about class 5, the school shut down. And we had to migrate to another school now called Maral Academy, where I did my class 5 up to KCPE, scored 357 marks, which is about a grade B. Then from there, I moved to Ndururumo High School, which is in Nyahururu.
Those close to Boaz have unwavering belief in his potential, certain that his academic journey will ignite profound transformation. They know this pursuit will not only shape his future, but also pave the way for lasting change within his family and community.
Ndogo so bataka moiro sidwa ka bagidwa ga no nutu munadwa ka legasi. Tango so manadwa ke. Ninjo nadwa nga gasi ka bagina. Nire tisiye mujina. Otu mudwa ka erede to. No dum sidwa ka legasi nadwa no du sidwa ka nya side ya na kanya ka bagina nadwa ke ni anange nje na.
To them, Boaz is more than a rising scholar. He is a beacon of hope destined to create opportunities far beyond himself.
First, we want to thank God for giving me an opportunity. Secondly, we are very hopeful that the opportunity will transform and change the lives of other people, not specifically Boaz, but the opportunity that has been granted to him will change our lives, will change the lives of other people and all those around Boaz and even across the country. And we want to wish Boaz well as he go and starts the opportunity before him.
Wakati tulitoka huko Manyata Opiroi tukakuja town, nikahamia hapa town, nikamweka shule hapa primary mpaka high school, akaenda Ndururumo high school. Na ingawa alikuwa mdogo sana, very young, but alikuwa very active, very bright. Na baada ya hapo akaenda Ndururumo. Na wakati tu alikuwa akifanya first degree yake, alitaka sana kusoma, kuongeza masomo yake na kuenda nje kusoma.
The program has established excellent partnerships to ensure that students have a seamless journey through all processes involved, from the initial application, exams, school application and funding application to visa application, travel arrangements and studies abroad. These partnerships include 20 globally recognized partner universities and incredible lending partners. Through an enriching partnership with KCB Bank, students in the program gain access to diaspora banking services and products tailored to their unique needs. The program's goal is to create a supportive and efficient experience for each student, empowering them to focus on their education with unwavering confidence. This dedication was evident at the program's 6th annual luncheon event in 2024, where we came together to honor and celebrate over 100 beneficiaries embarking on their master's degrees abroad. The event was a heartwarming testament to the collective efforts of our community, working hand in hand to provide these young scholars with the support and resources they need to thrive academically and personally. If you're ready to turn your study abroad dream into reality with the International Scholars Program, apply now at www.internationalscholarsprogram.com and download our comprehensive program handbook. To connect with us in Kenya, our Meru office situated at Royal Business Park, 7th floor, Ndururumo Street, Meru, Kenya. You can reach us with the contact 0796 756 726. Our new office in Zimbabwe is located at the 12th floor of Joina City at the intersection of Julius Nyerere and Jason Moyo Road in Harare. For any inquiries in Zimbabwe, please feel free to contact us at 263 716 323 343. In the United States, our office is conveniently located at Wells Fargo Center, 100S Ashley Drive, Suite 600, Tampa, Florida. For inquiries, please call us at +1 813 333 1080. The International Scholars Program, Empowering Dreams. His ambition was ignited when he first touched a computer at Ndururumo, and encountering a tarmacked road for the first time symbolized his journey to great opportunities.
So for me to become a software engineer, it was in Form 2 when we were talking about, in Form 2 computer studies class by Mr. George, we were talking about the career choices that you can become as a person in IT. So at the time he spoke about computer science, he spoke about IT, doing ICT, becoming a computer science teacher, and then almost at the end he mentioned something called software engineering. So at the time I didn't really know what software engineering is, but it sounded so fancy, and I was like, people from Samburu must know who I am, so I'm going to take the one with the most fancy name. So at the time I didn't really know software engineering but I just fell in love with software engineering, and because he said it's associated with computers, I was like, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
To retrace the origins of Boaz Leleina's journey, we visited his alma mater, Ndururumo High School, where his passion for technology began to take shape. Upon arrival, Boaz was warmly embraced by teachers and students, a heartfelt reflection of the lasting impact he had left behind. His former teachers, beaming with pride, spoke fondly of his early curiosity, discipline and ambition, traits that distinguished him even as a young student.
I taught him mathematics and he scored an A, a plain A in mathematics, which is not a mean achievement.
I remember in my lessons, English and literature lessons, Boaz used to be one of the young men who would engage me in a debate.
Just as you have climbed the ladder through others, be a ladder to be used by others. And all of us will be at the top. Thank you.
He encouraged the students to dream beyond limitations, emphasizing that the same classrooms they sat in could be the starting point for extraordinary futures.
Hard work is always constant. No matter hata ukawa unataka kuwa msanii, hard work inakuwa constant across the board. As long as you're pushing. Kuna msanii? This is where I started my tech journey as it is. So we are right now in the computer lab at Ndururumo High School. This is where the tech software engineer that is Boaz Leena now started. When I joined Form 1 here, I had no idea what a computer was. Just a boy from Samburu, lucky enough to get the opportunity to be in such a big school.
Being able to lay a very strong foundation that he was able even to score an A. That's how he is able even to do an undergraduate and now be able to proceed to the masters.
That spark, ignited in this small lab, would grow into a passion, leading him to pursue a degree in software engineering at KCA University and setting him on a path toward transforming his life in the land of limitless opportunities.
I moved from Opiroi to Marala, then to Nyahururu, and then to Nairobi, and down to the United States. So maybe the next place you might be seeing me is in Mars because I'm just going higher and higher through God's grace. Yes.
The elders knew such an achievement deserved a special celebration. Following tradition, they gathered to honor Leleina's success in the best way they knew, by slaughtering a goat. As the goat roasted over an open flame, the scent of sizzling meat blended with the warm spirit of togetherness, creating an atmosphere of pride and unity. It wasn't just a feast, it was a tribute to tradition, community, and the hope they had in him. Boaz received heartfelt blessings from his grandmother inside her manyata, filling him with love, wisdom, and cultural pride before starting his journey. Gathering under the open sky, the elders followed with solemn blessings, their words weaving a protective path for Boaz as he stepped into the future. Leleina's encounter with the International Scholars Program was nothing short of transformative. As he sought ways to pursue higher education abroad, he crossed paths with beneficiaries of the program, students already living their dreams in America, the land of limitless opportunities.
I spoke to students in the program who are already in the US. So a lot of, at the time, many of them were in GVSU and at University of Alabama in Huntsville. So I spoke to those students and understanding how, because I was helping them with some research on data science, I was trying to understand really how that worked for them and how they relocated. So I was able to get information on how this program exactly worked, and then visiting the office at the time the office was still in town, next to the JKIA JKUAT Towers, right? It was somewhere in there, really sketchy place. So going to that office was a bit sketchy. It's not like the world standard offices that we have right now.
Inspired by their journeys, he knew he found the right program to propel him toward his dream. The International Scholars Program offered more than just a pathway. It provided a supportive community, a wealth of resources, and the reassurance that success was within reach with the right guidance.
So I was looking for a program that had a lot of support in matters of funding.
Leleina relied on the career advisory team to guide him toward a course and university that matched his goals and aspirations. Their tailored advice ensured he made informed decisions, setting him on the right track from the very beginning.
During school application, talking to the career advisory team, them choosing specific schools for me, taking me through what I wanted, because it's not just about what you think you know, but we have people actually in the program who have been hired. They have taken so many other students through this and they know what it takes to make it in the US. So I already had a goal in life that I wanted, and all they did was now open my eyes to actually the opportunities. So the opportunities, when they tell me you can apply to this school, you can do this, your GRE is going to do really well for you here, and being taken through that makes things very simple for you. So I'm grateful for the program for that, for those experts that are within the team. Because of the partnership with the program, once you apply, there's a way that the application is done for students who are within the program, where the school is able to get your documents very quickly and process them very quickly, and you're able to get your response within a week, 2 weeks maximum, or you get an admission, and then you are supposed to pay $150 for enrollment fee, again through the program. That fee is waived, so I don't have to pay $150. So that's so much savings, and also the time that has been saved, which is really important because I was trying to make it for fall, and I was already late July when most students had already gone for their visa interview. So because of the partnership that Jessup has with our program ISP, I was able to expedite my admission, I was able to expedite going to the visa interview, and now I've gotten my visa for fall and I'm going to be starting my education.
Boaz chose to pursue an MS in computer science with a concentration in AI and machine learning to equip himself with the tools needed to create transformative solutions for his community.
Yeah, so I'll be at William Jessup doing my Master of Science in Computer Science, but specifically I'm going to be specializing in machine learning and artificial intelligence. This is just about being able to create smart machines that are able to help people in a way that you don't have to interfere with them personally for them to learn. So computers will be able to learn, computers will be able to understand how people think, and then be able to translate that into smart solutions for human beings. So things like self-driving cars.
He envisions using the power of technology to address local challenges in areas such as agriculture, climate, education, healthcare, and economic empowerment, ultimately improving lives in impactful ways.
I'll be looking into how we can use artificial intelligence in things like smart agriculture. We need that in Samburu. A lot of people are right now struggling and dying because of all this cattle rustling. So if we're able to shift that to agriculture, and with the limited rains, how we can use AI to predict weather movement, changes in the climate patterns, and then using that to effect basically like a greenhouse effect, where we're able to manage all these gases and then convert those to rain, and then make sure that we have food stability. So I believe AI can be used. It's already happening, and I know Google is doing a lot of research on that, what we call precision agriculture. So being able to learn, understand how they are doing that, and then bring that back here, and then see how we can apply that to help our people in Samburu, so that the people don't have to depend on relief food just to survive.
You are watching the International Scholars Program show, presented to you by the International Scholars Program. The International Scholars Program is an award-winning international education financing scheme that helps bright students to pursue graduate studies abroad regardless of their financial background. You can find our programs by going to www.internationalscholarsprogram.com. Boaz excelled as a student, achieving an outstanding GRE score that opened doors for him to become a GRE trainer, sharing his expertise and guiding countless students toward academic success within the program.
Being a GRE trainer and also a software engineer, I've also seen so many students struggling through the program, and this has really given also me hope, because I know it's not the end for me. I'm seeing so many new people coming in, seeing others getting their visa, seeing people pass their GRE, getting calls from students telling me they passed the GRE because I trained them well. So it's an absolute joy for me, and being able to also make friends, because I'm also part of the program and they are part of the program. So many of my students have already gone through the program. They're already in the United States, and I was able to inform a few of them that I got a visa and I'm coming to the US, and they were so happy for me.
Boaz Leleina has witnessed the extraordinary rise of the International Scholars Program, watching it evolve from humble beginnings into a transformative force.
And I've seen us grow, and I know this is just the beginning. We're just starting. The International Scholars Program, I know it's just beginning, and within a few years we're going to have a name for ourselves, not just in Africa, but we're going to stand out in the world because of the impact that we have, because this program was started to help students and it's helping students. And being a beneficiary of the program, both as a student going to the US and also earning a salary from the program, I know that we're going to grow in leaps and bounds.
Boaz was deeply honored to be part of the 6th annual luncheon event, a significant celebration marking the achievements of over 100 beneficiaries who relocated abroad to pursue their master's degrees in fall of 2024. He was grateful to be part of an event that embodied the spirit of community, achievement, and limitless possibilities.
As I was about 2 weeks away from my interview during the luncheon, and as I was listening to Bob call out the names of the people, about more than 100 students, each of them going to different universities, I kept asking myself when my name will be called up. So that really gave me hope. I saw people that I know that have been in the journey for so long, being called, their name being called, and them smiling, and I was And I told myself, one day you'll be among those people who are migrating to the US, and we're here. 21st August 2024, went to my interview, got there, the visa officer, there was a lady that interviewed me. She asked me when I graduated my high school. Then she asked me what I was going to do at William Jessup. So I explained to her. Then I spoke about machine learning. So she asked me why I chose that specific specialization, why I didn't go the general way. So I talked to her about what machine learning meant to me, and I was willing to use it when I come back to Kenya. And then she finally asked me about OPT, which is optional practical training. So yeah, I answered. I told her that I would, given the opportunity, and of course take OPT because it will be really important for me. So on that, I saw her taking out the blue slip, and then she told me, congratulations, I'll be approving your visa. Welcome to the United States. So I was so excited. I actually left some of my documents on that counter, which was weird because after 2 denials, so that acceptance was unbelievable.
Boaz Leleina's journey demonstrates that anyone, no matter where they come from, can achieve greatness. His story shows that with persistence, hard work, and the right support, dreams that once seemed distant can become reality.
This segment promises to take a deep dive into the best universities for international students through our program. Take a look.
William Jessup University is a distinguished private Christian university founded in 1939, located in the heart of Silicon Valley, California, the global hub for technology and innovation. The university is dedicated to academic excellence and shaping students to become impactful leaders, providing an environment where faith and innovation meet. With a total enrollment of 2,009 students, including 600 postgraduate students, William Jessup University fosters a close-knit community of learners. The university has an acceptance rate of 78%, making it a welcoming destination for international students. For students pursuing studies from outside California, the yearly out-of-state tuition fee stands at $30,550. William Jessup University offers exclusive benefits for students enrolled through the International Scholars Program, including waiver of application fees, saving students approximately $80, waiver of enrollment deposits, which amounts to $1,070, and waiver of transcript evaluation fees valued at $260. To qualify for the International Scholars Program at William Jessup University, the student must be willing to study a program in STEM field, which is Master of Science in Computer Science. This program equips students with the tools needed for careers such as artificial intelligence, software engineering, and data science. As a student in the International Scholars Program, you will benefit not only from the financial incentives, but also from access to world-class education in Silicon Valley, the epicenter of technological progress. September 24th, 2024 marked a beginning of a new chapter for Boaz Leleina. At Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Nairobi, surrounded by his biggest supporters, he felt both joy and gratitude as he prepared to board his flight, carrying with him not just his dreams, but the love, blessings, and hopes of those who had walked the journey with him. From Nairobi's Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to France, across the exploring US through Los Angeles, and finally into San Jose, the gateway to Silicon Valley, where new adventures and limitless opportunities await.
I'll be departing Nairobi, headed to France. From France, it's about an 8-hour and 30-minute flight, and then from there I'll have a 2-hour and 30 minutes layover. From there I'm going to take another flight. So my flight from Kenya to France is going to be through Air France. Then I'm going to take a Delta flight from France to LAX, which is Los Angeles International Airport, about a 16-hour flight. I'm going to have a 2 hours and 45 minutes again layover, then take my final domestic flight to San Jose. It's about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Total is about a 26-hour flight.
Leleina's excitement is beyond measure as he steps closer to realizing a dream he has nurtured for years. The anticipation of starting a new chapter in Silicon Valley, the global hub of innovation, fills him with joy and energy.
It's a first world country, so I'm expecting everything to go very fast. And I'm also very anxious because I know the rules in the US. I'm also excited to see what the US is all about. We're always hearing about the US people talking about it. So finally going and experiencing it for myself. So I'm just really excited about it.
To his family and the International Scholars Program, Boaz Leleina's gratitude runs deep. Their unwavering support, encouragement, and belief in his dream have been instrumental in getting him to this point.
As I leave my family, I'm going to miss them greatly. We're going to keep on talking. I'm going to push this because of not just me, but because of the people who are also following me. So I promise them I'm going to work hard when I'm there. I'm going to make sure that I also help out my siblings to make sure they join me in the US. So also everything that I'm going to do is going to be for them, and I'm going to keep them in my heart.
Warm embraces, heartfelt blessings, and words of encouragement flowed freely, wrapping him in love and pride. Each goodbye was not just a farewell, it was a celebration of his journey and a promise that their support would follow him every step of the way.
We are very glad that he's going to travel from Nairobi to US.
The alumni of Ndururumo has embraced life abroad with excitement and determination, thriving in Silicon Valley, the hub of innovation. Balancing academic pursuits with exploration, Boaz is expanding his network, connecting with leading minds in technology and immersing himself in vibrant culture. His transition is not just an achievement, but the realization of the dreams he carried from home. With gratitude for those who supported him, Boaz looks forward to turning his experience into lasting impact both locally and globally. Grateful to be living the dream he worked so hard for, each day brings new experience and opportunities, which he meets with the same resilience and passion that have shaped his journey.
I'm grateful to God that I arrived safely. I was able to arrive to the school and meet with all other classmates. It's been really great. So the US has been really good. I've also been grateful to make new friends here in the US. And from there, I was able to move from California to where we are right now, which is in Seattle, Washington, which is where is my home for now. And so I've been taking my classes. The classes are mostly online, so I've just been taking my classes online and then traveling back and forth to school whenever we have classes because it's a very short flight. So I've experienced some of the best things in the US. I've found really helpful people that have guided me throughout my journey. People have been here longer than me. They've shown me what it means to live in the US, how to be humble, how to put your head down and work hard, and not let the culture shock, which is one of the biggest things that I've experienced. Culture shock, especially in food. People drive on the right hand of the roads, which is in Kenya we're used to the left hand, so I was a bit skeptical on that. Also, the systems here work. Everybody respects everyone. Everyone is minding their own business, which is a really good thing. The classes have also been really tough, actually. We have classes, we have sessions every evening, and then we have projects that we are doing. We have notes that we have to cover, assignments and quizzes every week. But I'm grateful to the International Scholars Program and Bob and Wilfred and everyone else in the team that has helped me get to this place. I know it's not been easy, but because of God's grace that I've been here. So International Scholars Program, we want to like to thank you because of every work that you're doing and everyone else that you're bringing here to the US and changing lives of their families. To anyone who's thinking about joining the International Scholars Program, you can definitely see that we are living the American dream, and we will encourage you to join. Start the process. Maybe you could be the person that changes the life of your family. Coming to the US might be the best thing that happens for your family. Instead of staying in Kenya where you might not have a job or you're struggling, you might try and see your luck. If you get a visa, move to the US and come and work hard and join us and live your dream.
As we conclude this special feature on Boaz Leleina's journey, we hope his story has ignited a fire of inspiration, reminding us that even the boldest dreams begin with a single step. As Boaz ventures into Silicon Valley, we wish him immeasurable success and fulfillment. May he carry with him the same courage and ambition that have marked his journey, transforming his dreams into accomplishments that will inspire many others. You have been watching the International Scholars Program show, presented to you by the International Scholars Program. Come back again next time for more fascinating stories of our beneficiaries as we take you through their journey right from their village to living their dreams abroad.